Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. What a matchup we have in store on EA Sports College Football. A top 25 showdown this afternoon. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, Florida has been through the gauntlet with coaches lately, trying to find some stability. They have a new opportunity here with a young up-and-coming coach in John Summerall. He has been a proven winner at all of the stops. Now he has an opportunity to turn the Gators around and bring them back to relevance in the SEC. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Cardinals will kick off first, and here we go. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Gators offense will take the field first. And here comes a workhorse in this offense, Jaden Ball. This is a matchup of a pair of standout running backs.
Well, I think the reason these two teams are in the top 25, the biggest reason, is because of these running backs. And these guys are electrifying. They can hurt you running it. They can hurt you catching it. They're one play away, David, from scoring a touchdown. You just hold your breath every single time these guys got the rock.
So advantage.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the whole crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll give it to Ball. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And guys, this 3rd and long is not exactly how they drew it up. Hopefully it's not an indication of what we'll see the rest of the game. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 35. Little pressure on the coverage team there. They'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Louisville's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Louisville! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. surge to head for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Across the 40 outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Motion from the wideout. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Singleton. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football, and guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it out?
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be a...
Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Handoff for ball. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help a field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's first and goal.
The Gators trying to cash it in on first and goal. And down he goes back at the 3.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. They'll try to power it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's third and goal. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And, man, that's a really good job by this defense. To play zone on third and long, to kind of sit back, but not get lost, to not get your eyes and not see the running back. Everybody starts to release. They break on the football, come down, get a good tackle on the running back, and get a big stop on third down.
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And Brahms got a new trigger man. Keenholz is at the helm, and he comes from Ohio State, where you know good and well. He didn't come in as a one-star. Like you always come in as a 4 or a 5-star, highly recruited guy. He's got some big size, some good athletic ability. And Palmer, Brahm always gets the best out of the quarterback spot. I look forward to seeing what he gets from this young man.
And during his time in Louisville, Brahms won games when he hasn't always had the most talented guy physically at quarterback either. But when you had a guy like Tyler Shuck, you saw what this offense can do. And they're certainly, they hope they have that now under center as well. Should be a lot of fun to watch this offense and see how consistent and explosive it is.
Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Richardson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Bringing the heat, being chased. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds a tight end. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Here he comes with the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
One more time, it's Brown. Makes it past the marker. There's a crease. Past the 30. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
Number 98 set to kick this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Pryor. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And some room to work. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
On first down, it's Brown again. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Got a little grass. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You've got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all...
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's a heat. Picked off. What a way to set him up. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone, it's ball. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it on the outside. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Hit as he throws. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Caught behind the line. It's Stockton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
3rd and 3. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Under fire. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Let's it fly. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. This offense starts deep in a hole. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out. It's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and create it.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the returner will be brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Fires to the big fella, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Quick release by the QB. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. And the Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The snap sets up the throw. trying to barrel in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.